Hello there. Today, I will tell you about a new extension for Opencart named Opencart Powerful Custom Fields. As you may have guessed, this extension is the Opencart equivalent of WordPress Advanced Custom Fields. The extension allows you to create an unlimited number of fields for over 20 entities. The list of entities is quite impressive. In addition to the entities in the catalog section, such as products, categories, manufacturers etc., there are also order statuses, currencies, banners, and more. Like OPCF, the extension module has a repeater that allows you to create an unlimited number of nesting levels. Furthermore, this extension allows you to create relations between entities, even those that logically cannot intersect. For example, you can build relations between banners and currencies, order statuses and attributes, and more. Let's see how it works. After installing the extension, a new section will appear at the bottom of your main admin panel menu. There are three main links in this section: Settings, Templates, and Options. Let's look at them in order. In the Settings section, you can change the name of the Entity Form tab, enable or disable the choice of templates if there is only one template in the entity, temporarily disable and enable the extension without uninstalling. We also see that in the second tab there is a kind of data caching. It's important to note that this is not standard cache, it's an additional table in the database that will store the combined data of all fields for each entity. This will allow you to make only one query to the database instead of many recursive queries. The third tab, Entities, is designed to manage site modifications. This allows you to use only those modifications that you need, completely disable or enable modifications to the front-end part of the site. Just in case you disable modifications on the front-end part of the site, you will need data from the fourth tab, Snippets. Here, you will find snippets for getting the saved data and previewing it in the template. Now let's go the next section, Templates. As you may have already guessed, the extension supports the use of multiple templates with fields for one entity. This can be very useful if, for example, you sell shoes, t-shirts, or other products in your store, and for each of these types of products, you need your own custom fields. Creating a template is very easy. In the form, you can see only three fields to create: the name, the unique slug, and the entity to which the template will be attached. Let's create some new templates for demonstration. After creating the template, you can start adding fields. There are more than 10 types of fields, and each field has its own settings and, in some cases, subtypes. For example, a date field can be divided into date, time, and date and time. Or a relationship field can be one-to-one or one-to-many. Let's try to create some test fields for our template. For example, it can be title, banner relation, and some advantages. Advantages would be a repeater with other fields such as name and icon. As I said before, this extension supports unlimited nesting levels for the repeater field, so let's create repeater in repeater. It can be some simple repeater such as items. After you create some number of fields, you can go to the entity editing form and, when you select the desired template, you will see the created fields for filling. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is how it looks if a repeater exists in the template, and even a repeater inside another repeater. As you can see, everything is quite simple. Let's fill these fields for the test. Later I will show you how to get the data of these fields in the front-end part of the site. Now, let's talk about Options. Options is also a pretty simple entity to understand. In fact, this is the creation of the same custom fields but more static. For example, here, you can create banners, menus, tickers, or store advantages blocks that you can then use in the footer, header, or any other place. The main purpose of options is to create data that will not change depending on the entity, reference, or whatever. Now, let's move on to getting the saved data directly in the template itself. As I mentioned earlier, there are several ways to get saved information and transfer it to the front end. The first way is the use of catalog section modifications. In this case, on the pages of the product, category, search, and so on, you will have access to the OPCF variable, which includes all the saved information about the current entity. The second way is more flexible, in my opinion. It consists of using the snippet exactly where you need it. This way, you can more properly distribute the load on the application. For example, let's get product data using a snippet. To do this, we need to go to Settings of the extension. Click Snippets, and copy to clipboard the first snippet. Then we should open the product controller, and insert this snippet, for example, at the bottom of the index method. Also, we need to provide the needed entity name, and entity ID. Now we can again go to the Settings Snippets, and copy the last snippet. This action is optional. This snippet we can use with Twig templates, so, let's insert this snippet before our product tabs. And now, if we open our product in the front-end part, we can see all saved data for the current product that was saved earlier with our template. We can, for demonstration, change the template of the product, and fill our fields with some other test data. After saving new data, and refreshing the product page, we can see new updated data of another template. Overall, Opencart Powerful Custom Fields is a very powerful and flexible extension that can greatly enhance the functionality of your Opencart store. With its ability to create an unlimited number of fields for more than 20 entities, it provides an incredibly versatile way to manage your data. I hope this overview has been helpful in understanding what this extension can do and how to use it effectively. I recommend that you watch other videos on the channel related to this extension. In these videos we would show other examples of work. That's it. I'll be waiting for you in the comments. Thank you for watching.